So I just posted a video about how we can shift our energy when somebody else comes in and shifts it in a way that we don't want to be shifted. And so this reminded me of what I used to share with my grandmother, my Oma, all the time about being the coffee bean. And this comes from a story. There's a little book called Be the Coffee Bean. And it's all about the idea that when we're in difficult situations, that we have different ways that we can choose to show up. So we can choose to show up like an egg. So when it's in boiling water, it goes hard, which is the idea that in a difficult situation, we can get really hard and resentful and angry and rage and stamp our feet and all those kind of things. Or we can be like a carrot. And so when you put a carrot into boiling water, it goes soft. So again, if you're in kind of a difficult situation, you can just wave the white flag and just accept it and, basically end up just doing whatever needs to be done to make other people happy. Or you can be a coffee bean. So the coffee bean basically doesn't change. No matter what environment you put it into boiling water, it changes the environment. It turns that boiling pot of water into coffee. And so it made me think about that. So when we're talking about other people maybe coming into your space or a space that you're in, and they come in and they change the energy, I mean, they're basically being the coffee bean, except in my opinion, when they turn it negative, they're making shitty coffee, right? And I don't want to drink that shitty coffee. So I want my coffee. I want to bring in back my flavor of coffee, the coffee I enjoy. And I can do that by being me, being the coffee bean. And so when I mentioned in my last video about one of the ways that I can recalibrate myself and get myself back to center and get back to being my version of the coffee bean is through music. And I just wanted to point this out because my grandmother was what I call the epitome of the coffee bean. So she was absolutely put into a difficult situation. She fell and she could no longer use her leg. Therefore, she was in a wheelchair. She had to be moved to a full care facility. And it's not where she wanted to be, but she made the best of it. She was the coffee bean. She went there and she effectively changed her environment. A lot of the people there, unfortunately, were suffering from dementia, and it made it difficult for her because she wanted to make friends. She was a people person, and so she ended up making friends with a lot of the nurses and the volunteer staff, and she would purposely, she's so sweet, she would purposely go put herself out in spaces where she could meet people, where she would accidentally run into somebody that she knew or somebody that she wanted to get to know. So she made a point of staying that person who wanted to connect with people and be around people and enjoy the last few years of her life. And so whenever I think about, being in a difficult situation, I always remember her, and she inspires me to stay me and not let other people or other people's energy change me. So my advice to myself and to you, if you care, is wherever you go, just stay the coffee bean.